Hello everyone, this is Kevin, your entrepreneur, and one of the news items that hit while I was in the air is that Grab, pretty much the Asian Uber, has just reached a value of $6 billion in valuation. And they have done that because they raised a very, very noteworthy $2.5 billion in fundraising from Japanese company SoftBank and Chinese ride-hailing service Didi. Now, why this is significant is because, this is a new industry and it's a Silicon Valley invented industry, the ride hailing, ride sharing, gig economy thing. And the mentality for Silicon Valley has always been losing money is not a bad thing. You can just lose money perpetual so long. The whole thing is to grow and to grow hyper fast and to be not only the biggest, but hopefully the only ones. And that model has come under real big scrutiny recently because it has not proven to be a very good model, which I think most people's common sense can tell you. Because there's only so much money you can raise, only so much investors can put up with before they need to make their money back. Money doesn't grow on trees and needs to be earned back. Unless you're Amazon and you can lose money for 20 years without getting into trouble. And trust me, their day is coming soon. Their day is coming soon. Most companies that never make money because they're always in a state of trying to grow go under. They just do. And this is significant because when the Uber rates are low. And the reason they got low is because Uber was under this mentality. When they were the only ones in town, they were expensive and they paid good. When Lyft came into town and then Sidecar, Uber got cheaper and cheaper and cheaper in hopes to put those people out of business. They put Sidecar out of business, but Lyft has been very resilient. And in fact, Lyft has gained market share. And while Uber was trying to put them out of business, they were trying to win other markets like China and Russia. And they folded in China by cashing out to Didi, which I reported on. And they folded in Russia, which I did not report on. I might still do that at some point, but and had Uber been profitable in America first, they might have been able to enter these markets, be profitable, and then grow. Now then, Grab and Didi have their own niche markets in other countries where Uber is not the dominant player. Didi has expressed interest in expanding to America, and so has Grab. And it's interesting that Didi would invest in Grab because maybe they'll expand into America through Grab. Because I think Grab has a presence in New York, or maybe that's Get. It's probably Get, actually. And it's not 70 billion, but 6 billion is nothing to sneeze at. It's only like 5 billion less than what Lyft is worth. And competitors are growing and they're popping up. And the question remains, can all of these people just lose money forever until there's one on top? That's not a very healthy business model. And some investors might catch on that, hey, we're putting money into these companies and the whole goal is for them to not be profitable until they're the only ones. Well, that's probably going to be Uber. It's like, we need to invest in companies that make money then. And will Uber even ever be able to make money? Uber has positioned themselves to the point where they almost can't raise the prices without losing a huge chunk of the market that they've grabbed. No pun intended. Although I would also argue they've gotten so much of the market that while some people would leave, they've gotten such a taste for it that they would come back pretty quickly. Once, especially the people who sold their cars. Like my cousin Shane, he wants to get rid of his car. He lives in Washington, D.C. He Ubers everywhere. He's thinking of getting rid of his car and just Ubering everywhere. When Uber raises the prices, he's stuck. Maybe he'll want his car back at that point. I don't know, but there you have it. Now, what's interesting, of course, is that the investment they got from SoftBank, which is a Japanese company that more or less just invests in various companies from what I understand. They're actually going to buy DreamWorks Animation for a while, and boy, I would have definitely prefer them to buy DreamWorks as opposed to Comcast, because SoftBank would have probably been more interested in DreamWorks continuing making movies, whereas, Comcast seems... Okay, that's off topic. I'm sorry. But SoftBank invested a lot of money into Grab, and now apparently they are also investing a lot of money into Uber. So who knows what that's going to lead to. The bottom line is Uber's strategy of their rates being so low to just put people out of business is not going to work. The other companies have been resilient, and they get more funding. And I think even other investors are acknowledging, well, I'm not going to go that far, but the market will be healthier if there's some competition. So there you have it. What do you folks think, though? Do you believe that this investment is a good thing? Do you think Uber is in trouble because of it? I'd love to know. Comment below. Like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you enjoy the videos I'm making, consider becoming a Patreon member or buying some swag from the Great Media Universe store. If you want to try driving for Uber or Lyft, there's referral links below. You'll get a nice little bonus if you do that through me. And as always, flame responsibly. Have a good